In today's video, we want to talk about the 7 mindsets that keep you broke, that keep people broke, part 2. And we have done the part 1 prior to this time last week, which we talk about the deck mentality. The deck mentality, that's the deck mentality. Talking about the dependency, the entitlement, and the generalizing failure mentality. As long as you have this kind of mentality, it keeps you broke. It keeps you broke. And we want to look at the remaining four mentality that keeps people broke in this day and time. Number 4 is called the self-pity mentality. Self-pity. Those who feel sorry for themselves, they feel sorry for their present financial condition. As long as you keep feeling sorry for yourself, sincerely, you remain in that position. You remain in that status. You remain in that situation. Nothing changes. Because of what? Because you are not thinking of how to get better. You are not thinking of how to get out of it. You are not thinking of how to make money. You are not thinking of how to get funds for yourself so that you will not be broke. So as long as you keep yourself in this kind of situation, which is self-pity, feeling sorry for yourself, feeling sorry for your present financial condition, I can tell you, you will remain broke. And one thing about self-pity is that the goal is to attract sympathy from others. The goal is to attract help from others. And the truth is, you need to be deliberate about your finances. You need to be intentional. As long as you are not intentional, sincerely, nothing will happen. So you are the one who will respond to that situation, not expecting external people to help you out. People can come to your aid, that's once in a while, but you living perpetually in that kind of mentality of self-pity, believing that you are in this kind of situation because of maybe lack of help, lack of assistance from people. If they choose to assist you, that is by the way, but that does not mean you should live your life perpetually expecting people to help you. Do you understand? So self-pity mentality will always keep you broke. The number 5, is the luck mentality. Luck mentality. Those who believe in luck, they don't do anything concrete as regards their finances. They don't do anything concrete as regards seeking financial information or seeking financial intelligence or on how to increase their income. One thing they believe is that they believe in mother nature. They believe in chances that, okay, maybe when I gamble, when I get into this kind of get rich quick investments, I get quick return. Sincerely, you don't become wealthy, you don't become financially free by this kind of mentality, luck mentality. So the best thing is to get out of it. Life is governed by the law called cause and effect. When you put in the effort, then you expect results. When you put in the work, then you expect the reward. Do you understand? When you take risk, you expect the reward. And when we are talking about risk, we are not talking about the kind of risk that luck mentality kind of people that they put in, which is the one that they did not calculate. They just believe in chance. When people go into business, for instance, they calculate. Risk is calculated. We call it calculated risk. So luck mentality kind of people who have this kind of mentality, they believe that one day they will eat it. They believe that one day it will be better. They believe that one day maybe manna will fall from heaven. Sincerely, as long as you you maintain this kind of mentality, nothing will change. You need to be deliberate and be intentional about your finance. And what is number 6 in this 7 mindset that keep you broke? It is called short-term mentality. Short-term. These are the type of people that only think short-term. They only think about now. They are always about now. They don't plan for the future. There's nothing that is in plan for the future. So it is all about instant gratification. They are always talking about what is it now. Forgetting that now is just present. You need to plan for the future. So they were able to meet their needs yesterday, forgetting that tomorrow is still there. Whatever they have, they eat it now. Whatever they have, they spend it now. Once they have money, they buy the car now, forgetting that they need to invest, forgetting that they need to put the money to work so that the money can begin to work for them and eventually sustain them later in future. So whatever they have, they spend it now. And that's why many times they find themselves being broke. Why? Because they subscribe to the now mentality. They subscribe to the short-term mentality, instant gratification. Sincerely, I want to tell you that you need to desist from this kind of mentality. Just stop thinking about just now. Just stop thinking about just the present situation. Think about the future. How do I intend to be financially buoyant, financially free in 20 years' time, in 10 years' time, in 5 years' time? Make it as a plan and work towards it. Whatever you have now, divide it. Part of it is for the future, while part of it is meant to be now. Don't eat everything today. If you wear tomorrow's clothes today, you will walk nakedly. You will walk naked tomorrow, I meant to say. You will walk naked tomorrow if you wear tomorrow's clothes today. So, short-term mentality. Then the last but not the least is the nomadic mentality. Nomadic. Who are nomads? Nomadic mentality. Nomads are people who move from one place to the other. They are not stable. They are not steady. They are always moving from one thing to the other, from one job to the other, from one business to the other, from one relationship to the other. As long as you maintain this kind of mentality, you are possessed with this kind of mentality, you are not stable. People know you with one business today, and in the next 2 months, you have already moved. Sincerely, if you continue with this kind of mentality, you will always be broke. Because for you to be financially free, one of the things you need to know is you need stability. You need to be stable. You need to be stable. Plan. Don't be erratic in your in your decisions. Financial decisions. Don't be erratic. Plan. Be stable. That is the goal. And eventually, because you are also stable, you stick to your philosophy of financial freedom, of maintaining financial intelligence in building wealth. I think with this, I've been able to enlighten us on the 7 mindsets that keep one broke. And if you are yet to watch the first 3, which is the deck mentality, kindly do by checking our playlist on finance. You will see it's there, the part 1. So if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do by clicking on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we release a new video. We'll meet in our next video. Stay blessed.